I am not understanding why it is so slow to pop Star Citizen when I switch over. Really don't. Is there something here that's set that's got to figure... Oh, that'd be in game. Properties. Specific window, Star Citizen. Alright. Everything looks like it should just work. I don't understand why that is so sluggish to switch scenes. Except I feel like I'm gonna have to rebuild that whole thing. We've got a lot of nested sources there, and kind of feels like it's gotten a little bit crotchety, making me feel like something's changed. Alright. Well, as you can see, I'm in Clasher. I actually did recover my gear yesterday after the stream, which was another kind of frustrating experience. I went back in my 400i and essentially flew over my corpse in a giant tanky ship, right? So the FPS people were no threat. And opened the airlock on the side and was going to just tractor my beam in. And it kept telling me that it was too heavy. At first, it pulled it up off the deck, no problem, but anytime it got near coming into the ship, it would fall backwards and say, too heavy. Bearing in mind that I tried it once with the multi-tool, and then I tried it again with the max lift because I had it in the rack in the same room, right? Same thing. So I don't know what the deal was there. In retrospect, I do wish that I had put armor on, because now I'm wondering if the weight of the person holding the weapon has something to do with not being able to move a heavier body. But it didn't make any sense to me. Right, so I eventually went up having to put gear on and then land the ship and retrieving my corpse and whatever. That was the whole thing. And then I went to go do a mission and again wound up with a Ninetales and a security guy intermingled in the back of a bunker. And when I went to shoot the Ninetales guy, who was clearly Ninetales because I could see the purple glow, I killed the security guy. So I decided to go to SPK to try and clear my crime stat, which just turned into a giant clusterfuck. I murdered so many Crusader security before they finally bum rushed me. Because, I mean, the entire station went on alert. I think that the any enclosed area with NPCs is exceedingly hazardous right now. And I think it's fantastic that the NPCs are up and moving and all of that. But, you know, as somebody that spends a lot of time solo playing, it doesn't make a lot of sense for the entire facility to go on alert and know exactly where you are as you engage with content. So that's kind of bothersome to me, but you know, that is what it is. All right, where am I at? I need to get the code. So we're going to try and escape. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and I'll go to depth 11 or whatever and see if I can get the Rudo mission to pop, even though I know it won't. As I've spent a lot of time now poking about outside of comms in the mine, and never have I seen the mission pop in .2 at all. But we'll go ahead and go. I haven't gone Route 2 yet, so we'll truck our ass into the depths of Route 2 and see if we can get the mission to pop. I DM CS5 now for a change. I know that I have Rudo rep now, right? Hasn't mysteriously vanished on me. Yeah, I do have Rudo rep. It's neutral. It's not positive, but you know, if he's gonna offer me the mission, he should offer me the mission. Because as far as I know, it's not gated. We used to be able to get the mission even if we didn't have Rudo rep, so... We'll carry our ass down there. And the other thing that I noticed is the terminals are still broken in prison. The ore turning terminals are still doing that thing where they push you away, which, yeah, I guess you can work past it by pushing forward to keep from being pushed away, but it really irks me that they're the only terminals that do that, and they're essentially the terminals that are going to fuck over the people who go to prison. And again, most of the time, that will be the folks that accidentally go to prison. So CIG continues to have this lackadaisical, we don't really care about red game players attitude. Whether that is completely intentional or just due to continued negligence and lack of oversight, I don't know. But it is what it is. Somebody should be... responsible for making sure that's not the case with red gameplay, since they keep telling us red gameplay is legitimate gameplay. On top of the fact that many people get punished for the accidental nonsense. It's very annoying to me. It's irresponsible. Because it's what? It's a live service. It's a live service we're constantly marketing ships for. You know? I knew I turned around and went the wrong way. Only went the wrong way. I don't usually go Route 2. It's certainly apparent to me that I don't know it as well as I know the others. We should be out of comms here soon. Out of comms. All right. It was interesting to me that this mission still appears, even though I'm out of comms. But what I need the Rudo, a way out mission. That's definitely not being offered. Give it a minute. Give it a chance to find the mission. Offer the mission. Just don't think it's gonna happen. There's a miner to mug. Hey, what's up, Glitch? Death Knight, how y'all doing? I got ganked by accidental crime stat at a bunker. You know, I went to do a mission, and behind the bunker was a security guy literally in the same space as the Nine Tails, and when I shot the Nine Tails, it also killed the security guy. Tried to go to SPK to clear my stat, wound up just murdering. I don't even know how many Crusader security. I killed so many Crusader security at SPK. And, you know, wound up in prison for that. I figured since I was here, I'm going to go ahead and try and run the escape and see if I can navigate to Barton Platz. Even though I don't expect the Rudo mission to pop, which so far it has not. Still no Rudo mission. So, you know, not really a surprise, but prison in Datu is still extra foobar. Accidental crime stat is still extra likely if you're doing content. Not for this. I've never had to talk to him at all. All I've had to do is go to prison, and in some cases, not even exit comms, right? But I have rep with him. I've done missions for him. It's neutral rep, but I have rep for him. He's on my chart. You know, I did a couple of body recoveries for him or something. So, you know, we're a smidge in, but we're not neutral. So he knows who I am in theory. As a matter of fact, I haven't even seen the go talk to him at Grimhex mission, but then again, I haven't spent a lot of time at Grimhex in .2 either. Anyway, we're going to do the thing, and because I mean, I'm not going to mine and struggle with. As a matter of fact, I don't even feel up to trying to mug these poor guys and struggle for. Well, I'm lucky I didn't get injured for that. That was extra. Just extra. I don't even feel like it's worth trying to do the turn-ins because it's a giant chore to turn the ore in. This reputation. I am not a troublemaker. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Because, you know, you'll see when I go to try and turn in this little bit of Had Night that there's this whole thing where it's like, Jesus, this is so bad.
Time to your sentence. Use this extra time to think about what you've done.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, bro. I feel so bad. Let's see. I might be able to turn in the and yeah, right. Yeah, Rudo already knows who I am. Although, you know, the thing is my Vaughn rep is missing. I need to actually do the making a name for yourself thing for Vaughn, because somehow I don't have any rep with Vaughn. And I was Master Assassin level rep with him, so maybe it'll refresh when I take the mission. Maybe I haven't taken it since the last rep refresh, but I'm confused by that. Because I know there was a rep reset, but that was a while back. I guess we'll stop adding to our time, because as it is, I still have like 6 hours of sentence. Gotta go which way? Of course, I went the wrong way, right? It's gotta be over here. Yeah. I know that you guys are just memeing when it comes to that stuff. It's so annoying that shit doesn't just work. You know, at least rep, at least missions, right? Can we please have the appropriate missions when we're supposed to have them? I just want to see my Rudo mission again so that I can do the escape the proper way. without it being a challenge because systems are missing. Like, because, you know, doing the escape without the Ruto mission wouldn't be so bad if we could navigate with ground vehicles, but we can't. Doesn't matter that I know that there's a ground facility within 20 clicks, right? Because I can't even tell which direction it is that I need to go. Because there's no freaking compass on the ground vehicles. Or on foot, for that matter. Well, actually, that's not true, huh? We do have one on foot now. But we don't have one on the ground vehicles. So, well, I could use that, maybe. Although I'm not entirely sure what direction it is that I need to head for Barton Flats either. I forgot they added it on foot now. But when we look at the map, does it? It does tell us which direction. Okay, so we can use that to some degree. It's just that the problem with ground vehicles, of course, is the entire time you have to drive around rocks and get bounced around, and I guess we'll see. I might be able to use that. I didn't think about it until I said it, and I was like, wait a minute, they did add one, because I'm looking at it. All right, let's see. So here's the ore deposit, right? And you go to use it, and it pushes you away. It's like, seriously, dude? Okay, so we were able to deposit, but you see the chore of trying to do things the right way, right? It's like because some dumbass broke the freaking terminal and nobody can't be bothered to fix it. Because this one works, right? This one doesn't do it. So it's something about the geometry in that terminal. Okay, so we have a handful of merits now. So I guess if I really wanted to, I could escape, or not escape, but earn my way out. But it just, this annoys the shit out of me. This is one of those inexcusable things. It's like, why is this broken? There is no reason for this to be broken.
Attention.
I can try and orient myself with the sun. Yes, I mean, I'll try. We're going to try it regardless, so.
And is being released.
Who the hell's trying to call me?
Good luck back in the world, civilian.
I don't know if I have a... Whoever it is, I can't hear him. I can't hear him. And I don't think... I don't... Hello? 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 Yeah, I can't hear him. And I don't know what the hell's my damn keystroke for? Key bindings. For comms. There's to talk numpad plus. That's what I thought. Okay. How come I don't... Hello? Hello? It's Mordor's. Hello? Hello? Yeah, see, I mean, VoIP doesn't work half the time. I don't really understand. Has it got the right... Is my microphone right? It would be under audio. No? Okay, well, I mean, that's right. That should be the default anyway. Hello? Hello? I mean, fantastic. Dude. Yes, there is an issue council report for that shit. It's so annoying. Let's not even send in the text. I mean, come on, man. Mortars could be trolling me, but I don't think he would, right? But I mean, why do I not even have the direct message? The freaking chat, dude. I don't understand. Why is shit always got to be broken? He didn't send me a party invite or anything, right? Oh. I mean, that screen says he's actually relatively close to me, so he could be in the neighborhood. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. Can't hear him at all. Wait, hold on, let me yeah, no, I mean, I've got my game volume now turned up obscenely loud. If I do something, it'll be really, 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 really loud. So it's not that, it's just VoIP's just not working for me, and it's certainly not the first time that's been the problem. How am I supposed to take that seriously? Irksome. He's not wearing a prison suit. No, I mean, I presume he's in a ship somewhere. All right, 7280.
Together, we can turn your wrongs into a...
I love how the security guards all have this scary, distorted voice now. Very appropriate for Hurston security. Same old stuff just being difficult, man. I can't wait for whatever they're going to do with traversal that's going to make it all better, right? We'll all be so excited that traversal just works instead of having to do all that nonsense. And I'll believe it when I see it. Doing the wrong steps. The wrong steps. Oh, come on, man. Again, he's wearing the Hurston security armor. He's got the scary armor. Really annoying that I can't hear him, man. Don't bounce off. Don't bounce off. Alright. And we got the two scariest parts of the thing at the end of this. We've got the laser trip mines, which are extra lethal right now because for whatever reasons they just seem to randomly discharge and kill you. Which is what happened to me the last time I tried to do this the other day. And then of course the Burke's Hole. Virgil's Doom. I think the trip mines are the most frustrating bit for me lately, though, because they just seem to be one of them things where you desync and you die, and even though you didn't do anything wrong, you still get screwed. That, and of course maybe I should have made sure that I had some water bottles or something. But all right, we're gonna drop the backpack, right? What is that? Is that something we can throw? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a multi-tool battery. All right, sure, whatever. Can we throw it? That's what I want to know. No, I don't seem to be able to throw it. So why can't I throw it? Whatever, dude. All right. So we are clearly as flat as we can be, right? What did he do? Did he just run through the lasers? Because the problem that I always have is that there's no latency. They trigger right away for me and I die. Because I mean that's funny. It would be kind of nice if that was the thing that you could do. You know, as long as you was ready to do the thing. But I've never been able to do that. All right, so the other rover is in place. No, I don't want it. No. Damn it. Stop that. I want a screenshot, not a frickin' video. 7573. He's able to run it. That's funny. I'll try it next time. Just for shits and grins, but... I mean, you know, here comes the worst part of it for me is this stupid freaking We made it. Good. It's like I've done it so many times, I get so aggravated when I do it right, and I still get dead. Oh shit, we made them both. Back to back, unbelievable. Not sure why we got all that hovering nonsense, but okay. See, I did wind up hurt. I've got 73% health for whatever reason. Yeah, Mordors is still on the call with me. I still can't hear him. So I think he's in the neighborhood. But, you know. Looks like he's still about the same distance away. What was that? Heard something. Oh shit, it only let me tick one. Where'd the other one go? What? I think I would actually rather have the dude. Or it's got fewer rounds. You're gonna let me pick it back up? Need to quit fucking around, or the door will close on the garage and then I'll be well and truly fucked. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Those are all, I think, bounty hunters. All right, let's see. Now, if we're going to try and figure out where we need to be, right? The problem is I don't really know. Come on. I don't really know which direction Barton Flats is, right? Because I don't know, is this a north-south orientation here? Because it doesn't have to be. It can be whatever. So I don't know for sure. All right. We know that Landis is off to the right. And ᛏᚻᚪᚏ is off to the left, if that gives me some kind of orientation. How do I tell? How do I scan the I don't see a name on it, so I don't really understand. We've got ping in the rover, but I don't see the scan at all. I've seen a name on him sometimes. All right, you know what? Let's just do this. I do know that where I need to go roughly, right? Right, comms. Good point. Right. Will I be able to tell? That's not showing me. None of those are showing me the locals, though. Doesn't even show my target. Scanning. Okay, wait, there's the signal. Where is this dude? Okay, so can I get closer and get him to scan? I'm confused about how do I get more information. Okay, there's a dude. All right, we got a name. That's Booker. Which one is he? This aggravates the shit out of me too, because of course part of the problem here is that the map is incomplete, right? We're actually supposed to be able to zoom into our location. Okay, so Booker is off to the right. I think it's about range and being close enough. All right, so who I'm really looking for is I'm really looking for ᛏᚻᚪᚏ to give me a heading. All right, so let's see if we can find that guy. Is this a player? Wait a minute. Why is it not? There we go. Okay. Whoever that is, we ain't close enough to scan them. I don't know who that is yet. Oh, that's weapons fire. That's not helping me. Still don't have no info, man. See, that's like Sully or something. Still need Rio 2. All right, so that's Sully. All right, so we still need to be. All right, it's got to be. If that's Sully, right? Which it looks to be. It's got to be this guy, right? He's the one that's furthest away. Let's see, which direction is that? I get out of the seat. So that's 240, 250 on the compass. Does that make sense? That should be kind of the right direction, right? Roughly west if we're north-south. We're gonna try. Still guess you're, yeah, well, I mean, you know, this is an oversight, and it's another one of those oversights that to me is totally inexcusable. You've added it for on foot, so it should be added to the vehicle HUDs by now. To not have it on the vehicle HUDs is just irksome. Okay, so dude is kind of off to the right now, so we're gonna go this way-ish. Even though I kind of feel like that's not the direction I would have gone from previous experience. I guess so. Because I think the Cuddy wreck is off to the right. Right? But that doesn't do us any good because without the mission, there's no flyable Cutlass. God, dude. See this right here? This is just a whole bucket of fuck you. God damn it, man. Bruh. Ground vehicles are so bad, dude. They just are. They're all top heavy, they're all slidey. It's just terrible. Alright, so this Ryuto dude. And I just don't know. Because that kind of looks like just a dead ship, right? All right, we're gonna ignore the ship that I think's a dead ship. Because I kind of thought I needed to be over this way anyway. Oh, fuck, dude. Jesus. Every inch of it is a giant pain in the ass. And I mean, the very nature of the ground vehicles is a freaking quantum physics puzzle, right? Because you can either know where you are or you can know where you're headed, but you can't really know both at the same time. Because you can know where you're headed, or you can know what you're dealing with the terrain, right? Such a mess. I swear to God, the steering has gotten worse and worse and worse with the sliding. Yep. So this dude's drifting, right? Is he off to the left of where we want to be now? Can we please? Oh, fuck you. Yeah. So he's flying around. All right. So yeah, I guess we need to go towards the sun-ish. And every freaking bump, of course, pulls your vehicle the opposite direction that you want it to. That's the other thing that seems to be just ingrained to the experience. Hey, what's up, Warlock? See, I'm pointed the direction that I want to go, and I start trying to drive someplace, and it bounces me off to the left more often than anything else, or the right, you know, and it's just like, fuck, dude. It doesn't matter what I hit. Everything about it is a giant freaking torture experience. This has got to be dude again, right? Yeah. Think. Anyway. I don't know. That's Ryutu. He wandered off. So this is somebody else now. That's Landis. This is Sully, right? Yeah. Didn't we scan him earlier? don't see a name on him now, though. There's a rock. Jesus. Oh, God damn it, man. And the oversteer is ridiculous, too. You go from not having any adjustment at all, right? I guess it's designed for keyboard steering. Forget about it if you're trying to use an axis. It's trash. So this guy that I still think is Ryoto Chup has wandered back this way. I do think we're headed more or less the right direction. Fortunately, it's a giant fucking chore to keep pointing in that direction because of all the goddamn rocks and the ridges and everything else. There's the wreck site. The Cuddy wreck. So we really need to keep going past that. And of course, the terrain all of a sudden gets 8 million times worse. So fucking bad. Thing that's annoying about that wreck is it's just pieces, so there's not even any environmental protection there, right? You can just about escape to that point and have about a minute of life left the last time that I checked on foot. So you could, in theory, escape without the mission and take cover there and have your buddy come pick you up, but there's no environmental protection, which is really kind of bothersome to me too. It made the whole thing super terrible with the broken mission. Because if you had the mission, you'd have a cutlass to fly there. All right, motherfucker, dude. It's just fucking ignoring me on the steering, too. That's the part that's really pissing me off. It's just so bad. Really? Because that made any sense at all. I was totally steering the other direction. It just keeps steady bouncing me to the right. All right, now things are going to get extra annoying, of course, because the sun's going down. All I'm trying to do is go in a straight line, and you see, every time I hit a bump, it's kicking me off to the almost always to the left. You mean the shit? And now we're fucked. Now we're totally fucked. Because it bounced us onto a high center. See, this is the Star Citizen ground vehicle experience right now. Ground vehicle team. Fuck you sons of bitches, man. Can you please sort your shit out? Good God. Good call. I use the turret a lot to get free when it's turned sideways, but getting high centered, I mean, that's nonsense. That whole thing just there, that was nonsense. Fucking son of a bitch, man. It's fucking, they're everywhere. I've got a rather large grocery order coming here in a minute. All right. In a few minutes, I'll have to be AFK. For a few. Bring our damn food in. That nightmare coming up. All them rocks. Here we go. Because, of course, by the time we could actually see him, there wasn't a goddamn thing to do about it. Frankly, the only reason I can see anything at all is because the reset for freaking reshade. Good fucking grief, man. I'd rather walk, right? The only reason that I even want to take the vehicle is because of the environment being so lethal. It gets to be too hot even at night. Just trying to stay moving the right direction is just freaking insane. His ground vehicles are absolute trash. Like I said, I have no idea how people can do the Daymar Rally. I really don't. It's terrible. Tell you what I'm actually surprised by is that there's not a ship at Barton Flats. Usually on a server I find that there's ships sitting at Barton Flats. So Sully is back there somewheres. And I can't tell who that is. Who is that? That's Landis. ᛏᚻᚪ's back behind me somewhere. And of course I can't even ping for ᛏᚻᚪ. Right? But if I got one of these guys in front of me, I'm in the wrong place, right? That's the dead ship. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Okay, so there's two guys that are more or less lined up. Oh my god. Dude. Come on. Let me out of the... Please. Thank you. And who would I have lined up? It's got to be these two. Right? So that means I need to be off to the left from their straight line. What direction am I actually? Stop. Stop it. Oh my god, why are the turrets so bad? How much did they move? All right. So I think I still need to be, whoops, slightly off that way. Jesus. And see, I mean, you can't even navigate visually. You just can't, because this shit is fucking terrible. Man. It's all a battle. Every inch of it. Almost where you want to be, there's a rock in the way. Touch the rock, you spin around. All right, there we go. We're almost there now. That's got to be it. I have no idea what direction I'm fucking pointed now. Son of a bitch, man. I really don't think that's still the right way. Surely that's the rocks we tumbled off of, right? No, are you kidding me? Oh, God. I'll be right back, y'all. Yeah, of course it crashed the desktop. All right, I'm going to bring that grocery order in. I'll be back in just a minute, y'all. I can just get this thing to cooperate. Come on. Oh, God, if it's not one thing, it's another. are still here and still hauling groceries in. Sorry, y'all. It will be just a couple more minutes. I don't know whether I'm muted that before or after. Still hauling groceries. It'll be just a minute. All right, par for the course, of course. I kept it alive every time I passed by the door. I moved, right? Because it did actually get free. But of course the 30K'd. You know, such is life. It's the way everything happens. It happens all at once, right? I mean, the frustrating thing is that I could see the location. I was practically there, and then we fell off the cliff, and then, of course, the grocery delivery showed up, and it was like, you know, this was our groceries for the month. I needed to get the order placed, and frankly, we've gotten to a point where when we have the groceries delivered, thank you, Amy, we have to require a signature so that they actually deliver us all of the groceries and our order. Because way too often our Walmart driver has dropped off God knows what that wasn't what we ordered at all. Gotten to be terrible. Anyway, so, you know, back to Klesher. Oh, looks like everything in his cousin had hiccup. Which now makes me wonder, although I want to see any drop frames, oh my God, it must not have been a 30K. It must have been my internet. So we got disconnected. So we're still here. All right, we should be almost there. Unbelievable persistence. Oh my God, we just hit like the smallest rock ever. And of course it flipped us. Jesus, man. You can do it. You can do it, Rover. You can do it. All right, I'm actually confused now. I don't see the we came from that way, right? It's gotta be right over there. We could see the lights before. Shit. Okay, it looks like it should still be southwest of us, right? Part of me's like, we should just hoof it. Where? No, dude. What the fuck? This goddamn game. Where's the button for the rover door? Hello? Oh, good grief, man. What is wrong with this fucking game? Here. I'm like, please open the doors. Oh. All right. It's got to be over that way then, right? We were on that cliff and we saw everything. Doesn't look like it should be there, though. What's the freaking compass heading for west? Isn't it 270? All right, so it should be 225 degrees ish towards the base. All right. Okay, that could have been it. I could have been trying to go that way and topple off to the side. That actually looks kind of right, because I know that there's a basin not far from Barton Flats. All right, but we've only got so much life expectancy outside of a vehicle, so we're going to go ahead and try and go with the rover. Just trying to get onto the flat ground again, and then I'll double check my heading. Good grief. It's so bad. All right. Is this vehicle specific? God. What is happening? Just let me out. How you doing, Raven? Okay, so we want to go that way. Right? We're totally pointing the wrong way now. That was the ridge I was on. And that's where I want to go. Okay. Ground vehicles are terrible. I mean, you know, I've been ranting about it hardcore now for a little while, because they really are. They're awful. And it's half of the equation is the ground vehicle, and the other half is the god-awful terrain that's not prepared for ground vehicles. Yeah, the rocks. I mean... And that would be fine, except you would think that some of the ground vehicles would be designed to handle this super rough terrain, right? And even the hover bikes aren't, because they have this bad habit of bouncing up and coming down and slamming on the ground and exploding. So, I mean, you know, that means that the planetary surfaces are just unfriendly. And ground vehicles are awful, man. They just are. There's a little rock that we couldn't... They're too slidey. Right? That's part of the problem with, honestly, with traversal in this game altogether. Is everything is too slidey. On feet, you're too slidey. In ground vehicles, you're too slidey. Except maybe hover bikes. It's like hover bikes are the least slidey. Yeah, the no mass and the simulated mass, it simulates it in the center of the physical object, right? So even the pretend bullshit mass isn't in the right place, because all vehicles are designed with a low center of gravity so they don't tip over. And none of that is in the math. If it is in the math, it's not done well. What we really need on the whole in Star Citizen, aside from a completely new physics model for the ground vehicles, is they need to figure out some kind of a way to create some sticky for the traversal, right? So that you don't just accidentally bobble off the surface with the nearest small object, right? You need to stick. And if that would resolve a lot of the issues without having to rebuild the entirety of the vehicle physics, although that's really what needs to be done. Is we need proper vehicle physics. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Rover. All right. Son of a bitch. Why do I still not see any lights? I saw the lights before. Wait a minute. There we are. How did we get turned around that much? Okay, I'm actually really confused now. What I was looking at on the map obviously was completely the wrong direction. Where there are 4 lights. There are 4 lights! All I'm trying to do now is not get turned around by rocks so that I can go the direction that I want to go. I should just exit the vehicle and go on foot, right? Who needs the rover at this point? We can make that hike. I can't deal with the freaking vehicles anymore. Really? I told you to open the doors. Oh my God, what is it doing? Please open the door. All right. Now I'll break my neck and get incapped, right? Yes. Yeah, completely agree. The distribution of rocks is while it may have some visual appeal for random scatter, it makes no sense. None at all. I've got well, do I? No, I do. At least on the HUD and the text, I have chromatic aberration going on, and I don't know why. Because my hydration is 41%. It's not too low. My health is 73%. It's not that bad. I've got to have at least, 6 or 7 minutes of life support in me. And hopefully it won't take more than 3 to get where I'm going. I know on some level I probably should have just stayed in the rover, but I just couldn't do it anymore, man. At least now I can head in a straight line. Yeah, I've got some aberration everywhere. And I don't really understand that. Because it's hot on this moon, even in the dark, which I feel like is maybe not necessarily as accurate as it ought to be. Although it is a thick atmosphere, so I guess it does hold the heat. I really don't know why I've got aberration. You can tell that the game is in a completely different place than it used to be, too, by the way. Because as the CS5, a year ago, a bounty hunter definitely would have showed up by now. There are 4 lines. Right, the one lesson that we did learn is when we leave the prison, we want to head towards the west, for sure. And if the sun is visible, it's more or less in the right direction, so that's good to know. Assuming it's coming from noon to down, right? If it's not headed towards sunset, we got to go the opposite direction. And of course, there's no way to know what time of day you're at other than looking at the sun. Although on foot now, at least we could compare our compass settings. My phone is beeping at me, and I already have my delivery. I don't need it to keep beeping at me. We're prepared if there's somebody at the facility, right? Lesson, do not go to prison. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you heard me complaining about why I went to prison, right? I went to go do a bunker mission, and I was clearing the Ninetales outside the bunker. And of course, it turned out that there was a Ninetales guy and a Crusader security guy in the same position. So I shot the Ninetales guy, being clear that it was a Ninetales guy because I could see the purple mask. But I killed both of them. So that's where my initial charges came from. And then I went to go clear my crime stat at SPK, and, you know, that turned into a slaughter. Until they eventually bum rushed me and sent me to prison. It wasn't a grenade in this case. I had a sniper. I had a P8 or a P6. I knew what I was shooting at. I just couldn't tell that the second NPC that was merged with the first one was security. And the bullet killed both of them. I didn't even have to shoot twice. Murder rifle popped both their heads. And that's a double-sided problem there, right? Because number one, we shouldn't have NPCs appearing in the same location. That shouldn't be possible. CIG needs to fix that now because it should have been fixed 10 years ago. And the other side is we're supposed to have the friendly markers for security when you go to do those bunkers to back up security, right? And I haven't seen a green wedge since they started Datu Live, right? They were in PTU. I saw them in PTU. So obviously late in PTU, they were broken or whatever, and it went live, or they broke it on live. I don't even know which, but we're almost there. My goodness, my body temperature is really high now. Fortunately, we're fixing to be in cover. Hang on, dude. You're almost free. Come on! Really? This motherfucking game, man. God forbid there be anything useful in this building. Star air conditioning, that's it. Not a single box. No water. Now that we've recovered, let's see if we can try again to get into the freaking PB. I don't even know what to say. I really, really don't. I don't know what to say to you, CIG. A relog won't work. I'll log back in prison. Because, I mean, that's the problem, is that the game doesn't actually keep track of where you are. Right? I mean, it does, but it doesn't. I could go to that building, but you can't, I don't think you can lay down on the beds even. They didn't add a relog to the facilities, right? That log. I mean, you know, that's another one of them things. That would be great if that was real, but it's not to my knowledge. That's a pretty shitty looking med bed there, bro. Yeah, there's no interaction with these bunks. So, you know, I'm just fucked, dude. But look, I found a box. Hooray. And, you know, I took it off the shelf, but I can't really put it back on the shelf. Oh, God, dude. So bad. I mean, that's it right there. There's my escape. I should be able to go into that building and spawn one of the starter ships and jump away. So, just, you know, what in the actual fucking shit, man? I wouldn't say no to a pickup, but I don't really care for anybody to go really hard out of their way to do it. It's just... what the hell, dude? Of all of this shit to not work, when did we break frickin' outposts again? I haven't run into this issue for at least 2 years. If you'd be willing, I'd love it, Glitch. I mean, you know, I've got enough hydration that I should last a little bit. At least I'm at an easily accessible location. I just don't get it, man. And of course, I happen to be on a server where there's no ships parked here either, right? That's the other thing that's kind of funny because so often there are several ships that just happen to be abandoned here, so I can't even break into one. Oh, good gods. Oh, man. I don't. I really don't. Look, there should be hydration. Hydration, nutrition, blood for healing. You know? Look, there's cruise, man. Just give me the cruise. That looks like a defibrillator. There was an empty one on the floor somewheres, but I couldn't interact with it either. I mean, it's all props, right? It's all old school props. This is the most disappointing part to me, right? Is that they've actually placed props that include consumables, and this cabinet ain't even real. I mean, the only thing I can interact with is this stupid box. Absolutely cannot believe that I can't open the door. Look, there's other empties. I can't believe I can't open that other building, man. I said I haven't seen that problem in years. And this stupid bullshit with the lights and the airlocks is like, good God, man. Where'd the rover go? Did he pop the rover? I feel like somebody blew the rover up. It could have despawned, although I've seen them parked all over the place. Really can't believe this shit. I can't. And I just can't. I mean, what the shit, dude? You'll probably get here just in time for me to die. Although, you know, I'll be incapacitated, right? So as long as you have a med pen, you'll be able to get me back up. I can't, dude, man. This whole experience is just, what in the actual fuck? Amazon support is essentially delivering me all the same advice I've actually already researched. As far as what you call it, New World. I don't know. I mean, you know, he may not be in a place that he wants to readily change servers. It's all good either way. Curious to see here if, oh, it is enabled. Amazon wants me to turn off IP version 6, and they think that's going to solve my problem, except this is the same setup that I've had for, you know, 3 years of gameplay now. Why would it matter now? Are comms actually down? I'm thinking comms are actually down. I don't see a comms indicator anywhere, but I don't know if that's because I'm in the prison jumpsuit or what. I don't know, maybe. Let's see. I mean, my body temp will stay lower, so maybe. Yeah, you can't stow the helmet. I mean, I can do that, I guess. You know, the whole thing is annoying, right? First of all, there's the whole deal where there's no mission, right? The Rudo mission doesn't pop, which is the alternative way that we're supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, global chat's working. I have it turned off, and of course, my base is on the way too. Yeah, right? I mean, literally, I've been working with computers for 41 years now. 41 years, right? I know they're just working off a script, and I've seen other people on the internet say you should turn off IPv6. And I'll admit I didn't try it because I don't believe it's going to resolve the issue. But I'll do it later so that I can tell them, no, that didn't resolve it. Because, I mean, the problem that I'm having with New World is my SSD drive usage spikes to 100%. And when it does it, it bricks my PC. It won't do anything. Right? And I mean, it's not just a short thing anymore. When it does it now, come on, this shit with this app going to sleep all the time on my tablet pisses me off. This is what I get. I can't take a screenshot of it when it happens because it takes up 100% of the SSD usage, and that's the same drive that my OS is installed on. Right? Because we were keeping it simple for the streaming. So I can't do anything. And every once in a while, it'll drop and then it'll pick back up. And it didn't used to be quite so bad. Something's changed. I know it's New World because it only happens on New World. And New World is the only application that will still respond at all when the drive pegs to 100% like that. Right? Like I can usually still look around. Sometimes I can even wander around and even attack mobs, although the map is blank. And if I try and move very far, I hit an invisible wall. So it's absolutely a New World problem. I just don't understand where it came from. Because, I mean, I've only been playing since, the open beta. They did, and it was a problem with the way New World did things, but it was more of a problem with the way that the GPU producers had their cards set up. But I never had that problem. And this is the SSD. It's not even the GPU. But, it's like, on one hand, I'm like, this is really annoying. And on the other hand, I'm like, well, I'm totally not surprised because it runs on what? It runs on a cousin to Star Engine, right? It's Azoth Engine. It's just another branch of Lumberyard. Yeah, it's definitely a precedent. And I mean, in fairness, I mean, we knew that they were working off of Lumberyard, and Lumberyard spins off a CryEngine, and the whole thing has kind of been built on a pile of code that was bleeding edge in its day, and I think it's one of those that's probably got a lot of spaghetti piled in, right? It is what it is. New World's a beautiful game. I love it. And I mean, by and large, it plays fine. Until a week ago. And as of a week ago, I now can't play it at all. I can't even use it. I can launch it, but as soon as I start moving around the map, it pegs the drive while it's trying to stream in assets. And I have no idea why it would want to use 100% of my SSD. That should never happen. Whatever it is that's coded that allows it to use 100% of my SSD, that's some lazy fucking coding. Anytime that you're going to dive into hardware like that, you should first poll to see how much resources are available, and then don't use quite that much. Well, the weird thing is that if I break it down with the with the process analysis tools, the meters, I can see that it is actually reading, writing something. But I think the problem is that it is constantly streaming in the same assets over and over and over and over again. And I don't understand why it would continue to do that. It should read what it needs and then be done. It's just it doesn't know how to stop once it starts now. So I don't know what changed. You having any luck? I mean, I still have 14%, but yeah, I figured Mordor's left the server earlier. Sweet. I mean, who'd have thought that the navigating from Klesher to Barton Platts would not be the difficult part of this challenge, right? That the difficult part would just be spawning the ship to fly away. I just don't get it. I just don't. I've opened my Moby since, right? I'm able to use the other door. Yeah. Yep, just get out there. I'll try one more time. I'm pretty sure I had already used the Moby, but... I mean, I hear it interacting. I mean, you hear the chirp. It knows I'm clicking on the door. Why does it not open the thing? No, there's nothing. There's no lighting in the airlock, so I can't see through the door anyway. I just don't understand. I don't understand at all. Don't get it. Well, I mean, stuff always gets broken. It's just the selection of stuff that gets broken is confounding to me. I really have not seen that problem with not being able to open an outpost door in like at least 2 years. And I mean, you hear me rambling on and on and on about it now, but it's just, dude, come on. This comes right back to the conversation yesterday where we talked about literally nothing works even 99% of the time, right? I'm not even going to pretend that I want 100%. I'd be happy if we just got 95% of the time. The stuff would just work. And I don't think that's the case. But, this is Star Citizen, right? Everything is a challenge, Glitch. Everything's a challenge. I appreciate it, though. I really do. I was kind of hoping to retain my CS5 for a change, right? I'm going to do some missions out of Grimax and see what's what. Even though I don't expect that there's actually a lot of content that I can do out of Grimax, because I haven't seen the October Rising mission in .2 at all. I haven't seen the Rudo contact mission, doesn't seem to be in anymore. Of course, I have seen his body missions, his body claim missions pop. But I need to do the appointment mission in order to be able to take his hit missions, his bounty missions. Your cat, do what you got to do, man. It's fine. I mean, all this is a reason to stay put anyway. I just, it's really frustrating to again be in this place where I feel like my number one obstacle is the game itself. Right? Why is this a thing? This should never be a thing. She's ready to go to space. I'm curious to see if you can open the door at the Platinum Bay. But I mean, all I want to do is just frickin' spawn a ship and fly to Grimax. Why is that so hard to do? Looks pretty disgusting. I want to know why these facilities aren't real facilities now, too, by the way. Why is this not a real med bed? Why can we not bed log in these facilities? I really feel like we ought to be able to. Right? It wouldn't matter if persistence was real, the bed logging thing, although we should at least be able to sit on them. Although they look kind of small to me, so I'm wondering if maybe that's part of the problem, is they're not real props. They look kind of like kids' bunks to me. I'm not sure that the Avatar would be able to lay down in them. But I feel like we're at a point where this stuff should work. Of course, these are obviously not real suit lockers either. You know? This is not a real cabinet. Sure could use that cruise locks right now. Fetal position. Tuck it in. Tuck it in. Whatever. Because, I mean, all these are the same, right? All of these aid stations. How about an updated aid station model? One that really works. Doesn't even have to be all of the facilities. Just the aid stations would be nice. For the aid stations to actually be good for something would be pretty cool. Hey, I can actually heal up with that. You know, even if it's just tier 3. Whatever. I know I'm asking for too much. I really look forward to when the map does everything it's supposed to do, too. I wonder what is preventing it from being able to render the location properly. right? Because it's definitely not showing the terrain outside. And it does look like it's at the right altitude, right? We're up on the hill. So I'm kind of curious why it doesn't render the terrain. What part of that is not developed yet? Sweet. Sun's coming up already. Was that box there before? I don't remember that box being there before. All right, let's see. Now comes the part where I take my helmet off and we lose it, right? And I put it in the crate. Must have just spawned, right? Ah, refreshing. What? What? Excuse me? Why was that a box all of a sudden? Ah, yeah. Everything's working totally as intended. Hello? Okay. Dude. Oh, come on, man. I can't. It wouldn't let me right click interact with the freaking bottle at all. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to put the helmet back on. All right, let's Moby Glass it. Then we'll try and put the helmet back on. All right, helmet's back on. Can you, I just wondered if you could equip those consumables, but it doesn't look like it. All right, well, we're good to go now. I mean, a med pen would be nice, but I wonder if there's any chance that it has refreshed the door and it'll open now. Hey, how you doing, Snarf? We're gonna check. I don't believe that'll be the case, but at least we're not on the edge of death now. You like a kid that's off school? Well, that's always a good feeling, right? No, I still can't open the frickin' TV. God, man, so annoying. What am I hitting? I'm colliding with something invisible there. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but there's something there in the way. Are all them NPCs still just hovering around the frickin'... Come on, stop it. No, interesting. I don't see the NPCs anymore. Considering you're 52, that is quite something. I hear that. I hear that. Man, what year is it? I am 55. And sometimes I feel so old. And other times I'm like, dude, man, I was just still in high school. How can I be old? Same in your cat yesterday couldn't use the cargo spot. Are you talking about the lift? You couldn't use the lift? I've actually seen that a couple of times, which is really annoying. But I actually haven't had an outpost building not open for me in years, man. We're innocent. Totally innocent. No criminal activity here. I like how he's kind of tapping his foot, like he's impatient. It's like our exterior temperature is definitely warm again. Pretty sure it went up. Admittedly, part of the reason that I keep going outside is I'm kind of afraid I'm going to get stuck in the building. Yeah, I still need to pick up. Glitch is coming. He's on the way from Lorville. Oh! Hey, give me some more loot. Now the box is a bottle. Wow. Star Citizen is just totally on fire today. He's on the other side of the moon. Easy coming. It's glitch. Had to remember how to apply mouse and keyboard. Yeah, you know, it would actually really give me pause to try and apply mouse and keyboard. Why am I seeing... Oh my god, seriously? What the fuck just happened? You got collided with, that's what it looked like to me. What the shit, man? Oh my god. Dude! What is this game? I just don't even know what to say. Man. What, why did they shoot at you? Trespassing or something? Yeah, but normally they wouldn't shoot at you right away. That is really weird. They can't seem to make up their mind how they want to do anything. Kind of curious if I can find your corpse. You're 700 something meters away, though. I don't know how far away that's going to be, because I won't have a real indicator of distance. I really can't believe that just happened. It's like, yeah, that's Star Citizen right there, man. No good deed goes unpunished either. And how come I don't see any wreckage from the ships anymore? Whoever it's most convenient for a pickup, that would be great. But I don't want to inconvenience anybody, because Star Citizen is still fucking Star Citizen, right? That is exactly why I was like, well, I'm not going to ask anybody to go out of their way, because, you know, Star Citizen's a shit show. I thought it was that he would have been right here somewheres. But to be honest, wait a minute. Oh, that's the party marker still. To be honest, I don't even know if he would have a corpse, because he was in a ship. I mean, to be honest, I'm just glad that it didn't send him straight to prison for being a trespasser. Yes, penguin. I was like, why am I seeing two ships? Because there was one that was following, like, right on your ass. On my screen, at least. And then the other one came from the other side of the screen. We're at Aberdeen. You know, one of the Hurston moons. At the Barton Flats aid station. It's just when you come to Barton Flats, make sure you go to Barton Flats, not ᛏᚻᚪᚏ, and maybe approach from the other side of Barton Flats from, oh God, here we go again. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. I've got some kind of hiccup going. It says I'm still streaming. What's going on right now? Game's locked up. No idea what's happening right now. I really don't. I don't have the foggiest freaking idea what's happening right now, except I believe the game's about to crash on me again. Come on. And now everything's coming back, but it did 30K me. But with luck, I'll be able to log back in and still be where I was, right? I don't know what just happened, though. That's weird. Part of me wonders if that is... I didn't have it running, so I can't tell. Part of me wonders if that was the same kind of thing that I've seen with New World. And then I can't just blame it on New World anymore. But... it's fine now. Fantastic. Flawless. Star Citizen. Flawless. Absolutely amazing. I love the game so much. I love this game so much. CIG, you guys are doing it, man. Ship it to live. 1.0, here we are. We are good to go. And you know what's interesting to me is it knows that it's hotter here, right? You guys can see the exterior temperature is rapidly increasing. So that's interesting to me. Right? It's going to cook my ass. Because, of course, we're in the planet core. I would love to know exactly why that's a thing. Where's the math for that? Cannot believe, dude. What a shit show. The entire thing since I escaped ᛏᚻᚪᚏ has been an absolute shit show. Ree! If I escape the menu, I'll log back in, and I'll either be at a new server in ᛏᚻᚪᚏ, or I'll log into the same server and still be falling through the planet. Right? So I relaunched the game, and we'll see what happens. But the choices are either back in prison, or, you know, falling to my doom. Except I'm not actually going to fall to my death, because that would take a long time. I'm just going to cook. Yes. The extra large hangar and you get the small ships is kind of funny. It's like, oh my god, the hangar is so large. I could put my whole fleet in there and still have room left over. Oh, man. We'll relog and see what happens, but I know I'm still going to be falling. It's a damn shame there isn't some sort of check. It should know, wait a minute, he's in an illegal position. Let me put him in at the closest legal position, which would be on the surface of the ground above me. Right? Yeah. So it cooked us. We're incapped, falling through the planet core. That's it. This is Star Citizen. Oh, wait a minute. How come you're not seeing my screen? What the shit is the deal with this? I don't understand what is going on with OBS and it not refreshing the screen. No, you can't pick me up from here. I appreciate the thought, you guys. I do. This is kind of just, this is Star Citizen, man. This is the nature of the beast right here. This whole thing. All right, and why is... Okay, now it's doing it. I gotta figure out what the deal is with this OBS issue. Because I had to switch to my desktop view to get... OBS to cooperate and actually show the game. I go to here. And then I go to Star Citizen and I check properties. Why is that window redded out? Select this one. Okay. Yeah, I don't really understand why that became a sluggish thing. All right, whatever. I don't know, dude. I really don't. I think I'm gonna take a break from the stream. The Shield Maiden is looking for food. So I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna adjust this IPv6 setting for Amazon, and then I'm gonna pick back up, I think. So don't worry about leaving the vehicle. I may just log into my alt anyway, and just do something else. Because this is prison gameplay, right? This is what you get if you're a criminal. This right here. kind of want to record a clip of this. Why aren't you doing the thing? Oh my goodness, what did you do? I need some kind of crazy soundtrack to go with this. That's, I think, the facility over there. Although I'm not even 100% sure. We've fallen so long, that might actually be ᛏᚻᚪᚏ. The Benny Hill theme? Yeah, that might be appropriate. We're lucky you missed the whole thing, right? So we managed to escape prison. We get in the rover. We managed to navigate all the way to Barton Flats, right? Managed to get all the way to Barton Flats. And the door for the Platinum Bay, where you would go in to spawn a ship, it won't open, right? It won't open. So, Glitch, and then I died. I guess I cooked. Glitch and Amy offered to come pick me up. Glitch tried to come pick me up, right? He gets there at the facility, and we watch him fly in. And to me, it looked like two NPC ships. One was chasing him, and the other one came from the other side, crashed right into him, and exploded and killed him. Right? So he's trying to come back to me again, and I get some kind of hiccup, which I think I might actually be my ISP. And I disconnect, and I reconnect, and I'm falling through the ground. So everything that I've done for the last... How long have I been streaming? How long have I been streaming? Almost 3 hours. Everything I've done for the last 3 hours has been a complete waste. Because we fell through the ground. Right? That's Star Citizen, man. That is Star Citizen. So, you know, nature of the beast. I'm curious. I'm going to see how much. Look, we're still cooling down from 400 and something degrees. See. It's a traffic jam. Oh, Scotty. I want to mug him. Take his gear, his weapon. Just take over ᛏᚻᚪᚏ. Murder all the guards. What the hell was that? I still gotta have several hours, right? I still have a day? That's gotta be from the escape, I guess. Either that or it refreshed my time. I had 22 hours when I logged out last night. I appreciate it, but I need to do something about feeding the Shield Maiden some lunch. I do need to actually shut the stream down. I'm going to change that network setting, and I'll come back online probably within the hour for a little while. But right now I gotta take care of other stuff. I was really hoping to be able to just catch a rod, get the Grimhex, or hell, even spawn a ship and just bedlog and call it a win. But it's been a complete disaster. My favorite part is this. Like I said, I had 22 hours last night. at like, I don't know, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock when I logged out, 5 p.m. yesterday. And now I have more time than I did then. I didn't kill anybody since then. All I did was escape. I feel like it threw out my entire time and just refreshed it from new. Anyway, I'm gonna hop out for now. What heck? I couldn't believe that shit happened to you, dude. I mean, that's freaking Star Citizen, isn't it? And say, here, you're almost there. You're almost there. You're here, ready to pick me up. And that ship just crashed right into you on my screen. It was just boom. And then watching your party marker fall to the ground. Good grief, dude. Star Citizen is just wow. It just is. All right. Anyway, I'll go live again in a little while. Let me get the wife some lunch before she revolts, and I don't need a Marine revolutionary trying to stomp my desk. So I'll see y'all in a little while. Thank y'all for hanging out, and thank you, Glitch and Amy, for trying to come and rescue me. I really appreciate the effort. Appreciate you taking the time to do it. I will see y'all later.